start at the top of the list and work our way down. Red, green, werewolves to start. All right. Type line. Creature type, werewolf. Search with these options. I guess if we want red, green, I should start by searching just for red, green. Huh? Oh, the filter's on here. This is technically red or green. That's fine. We can do that. And then sort by converted mana cost, mana value, right? Okay, so Kessig Naturalist is definitely great when it's a mana dork that attacks and gets bigger and then eventually lords your werewolves. So let's just figure out the easy includes this pumps just wolves too, right? Yeah, so we want some werewolf pack leader too. Thanks for the 9 months text. Welcome back. Does future standard include best of one specific cards? I have no idea. I'm not playing best of one, so I can't answer that for you. Nor do I care for my own personally. So Reckless Stormseeker is great. Dire Overlord seems great. Yeah, there's a lot of threes. And honestly, I probably want some Huntmaster here at the top, huh? Too, some pack leader. Not logged in. Let's copy those just in case we lose it. See that? All right, hold on. Trying to figure out what my MTG Goldfish account is. I haven't logged in yet on this computer before. Aha! We figured it out. Nailed it. All right. I'm glad I copied that because it did in fact lose them. Red green werewolves. I do have a large board game collection. If you're interested in some of my favorites, you can find them there on the Twitters. Sacrifice this, destroy an artifact or enchantment. Yeah, that's probably good. It's probably good for curve purposes too. 12 2-drops. Probably want 4 ranger class. It's like 27 cards. And then we probably want what's the new Arlen called? Embraced by the Moon? Is that it? Nope, that one's not it. What's the new Arlen called? The Pack Soap? Is that it? Ah! What did it do? Damn it. Oh, did I hit save instead of update preview? Technology chat. The Pack Soap. 4. Add card. Update preview. There we go. There we go. We figured it out. We have technology successfully. And then we probably what's the lightning bark called? For a touch of interaction. Anybody have me Moon Ragers? Rager / add 4 cards. Yeah, we should maybe look at and see. Maybe look at and see if there's one drops we can play. I guess it's kind of a decision, right? Like, do I want to go as big as 6, or do I want to... I feel like the fact that Arlen's backside makes mana encourages me to kind of go big into Huntmaster as opposed to being a one-drop aggro deck. But what one-drops are... Do we have any legal 1-mana wolves? Type wolf CMC equal 1. We have 2 1-mana wolves. Neither of these look particularly playable. And this is 35 cards already. So that's probably just like good to go, right? Like 20, 25 lands. What are the new lands called, by the way? Ball Veil. Cool. He's sorted by... I guess all the lands are probably at the bottom, sorted by set number, huh? Cool. Gonna be referencing these a lot. So we have those as green. What are other dual lands? We have Pathway. Can never remember what the pathways are called either. Crag Crown Pathway. And we probably want... we're playing Werewolf Pack Leader, which encourages us... Listen, chat, don't try and play Snow in your 2-color decks. You want to just play your 8 dual lands and have your better mana. You want to play... We have creature lands that make colors of mana. You don't need to play Faceless Haven to have a creature land. We could have 2 different creature lands if we wanted with just these. We could honestly probably afford to play a couple of... Probably afford to play... I don't know what Primal Adversary does, chat. Is that the make it... I don't think that's good enough. I've already got 2 other 3s, which seems fine on curve with a bunch of... I think this is worse than. Are there options? Maybe it's something you could try later. I guess it's okay to ramp up with this. Changeling, what's it called is definitely something. Realmwalker is definitely something that you could play in the sideboard. Yeah, I think we want to be more mid-rangey, chat. Like this is not like an all-in aggressive deck. Arlen already lets you flip your werewolves without taking a turn off of casting spells. I mean, like, I'm probably going to craft these eventually. Honestly, I'm probably going to open up enough booster packs so we just, like, max all the mythics in the set, because the set has a ton of playable mythics in it. What are the snow duels called? Like how I search Snowland and it gives me Snow-Covered Island. Seems like too many 3s without 1-drop mana dorks. There's literally 8 3-mana spells and 16 2s. So, like, you can take a 10-minute break for, like, critiquing my deck without looking at it. So stop it. Like, if there were more 3s than 2s, you're right. It's too many without a mana dork. But there's literally half as many 3s as we have 2s. The curve here is actually very reasonable. Snarls. There isn't a red-green snarl. If you have one of these lands, you don't have a snarl and vice versa. Could someone tell me what the red-green dual land is called so I could just finish this? Chat, I'm done with spells. Stop suggesting spells. This deck is built. I'm writing in lands and we're done. We will tune and try different things. The idea of this session is you just get the cores of things in here. There's lots of little things you could try. I'm just going to play good cards to start. People are suggesting lots of bad cards. Azeka's Chariot is the one kind of playable card that's been suggested. That might be fine. But mostly people are suggesting bad synergy cards. Don't put less bad synergy cards in your deck. You'll win more games of Magic. Like, play more individually powerful cards. I think 4 creature lands is enough. It might be right to play more than that at some point, but I think I want to start at 4. We do want to curve out and like play 3 and 4 mana spells. Yeah, there's a chance that like Torvald's Huntmaster is like not very good here. And like if this card ends up being not very good, we could replace it with something like Azeka's Chariot, but I feel like I want to play this in the werewolf deck to start and see how it goes. Yeah, I don't think that card's very good. It's probably worth trying at some point, but I'd be surprised if it was a good press pick. Oh, you know what? In fact, someone suggested Realm Walker. Realm Walker is unplayable now, chat. What's the new card we got? What's the 3 mana not quite Courser of Crufix that makes Realm Walker unplayable? With Pack Leader, we need more green sources than red sources. I literally have 4 Lair of the Hydras and 5 forests, so I have 9 green to 6 red. So I have more green than red. We have 19 green sources. Hey, what's the human druid guy called? Augur something. Okay, I can do a quick Scryfall search here. Augur of Autumn. Look at that. Pretty sure we just want 4 of these for the control matchup, right? Get that sweet card advantage. I guess it could be right to play this with a split of Realm Walkers. Burning Hands is a good sideboard card. I'm gonna leave that for now. I'll flesh out the sideboards more off stream. I'll just go look at a bunch of standard 22 deck lists for sideboard ideas in terms of what I want to be doing here. But oh, Renin 7. Renin 7's a good sideboard card too. I like that idea. Will be an excellent card advantage style thing. Could be better than Augur of Autumn even. When we need land destruction this side, if they unban Book of Exalted Deeds, you'll just play like things that destroy artifacts, or your deck will just be good and you'll kill the chat. The Book of the Exalted Deeds deck was never good. Decent mid-range and control decks, or decent mid-range and aggro decks, were beating Book of Exalted Deeds anyways. They only banned Book of Exalted Deeds because Magic players are fucking stupid and needed to be saved from themselves because they don't know how to fucking concede when they can't beat the combo. They only banned Book of Exalted Deeds because people were sitting there torturing themselves for 4 fucking hours instead of conceding and moving on with their lives because of some one little rank pip in their thing. Like, Wizards banned that card in Standard 22 because people needed to be saved from themselves because they weren't bright. I don't care about your errors. Give me the deck list. Not the deck list link. All right, sweet. Good stuff. Okay, red, green, wolf. Blue, black tokens. Next deck, new deck, please. Okay, so Sedgemoor Witch 4. What's the new card? Poppet? Poppet Stitcher. All right, 4 Sedgemoor, 4 Poppet Stitcher. What's the new blue cantrip called? The Surveil draw card. Consider. Perfect. All right, four consider. 4 consider, 4 Poppet, 4 Sedgemoor Witch. What are other things we should be considering for this now? Oh, Drink Twice is what's Drink Twice's actual name? Drink Twice is definitely a card we want to play. That card's so good. Siphon something. Siphon Insight. Yep, this card's busted. I don't think Village Rites is good. Deadly Dispute, right? I like Deadly Dispute better. I think Plumb the Forbidden is worse than Deadly Dispute. Oh, we want some of the new removal spell. Yeah. Whatever that one's called. Bloodchief's Thirst could maybe be playable. Infernal Grasp. This is the real reason I like to do this on stream, because I can have chat tell me what cards are called. You like Startle. I don't know what Startle does. It's -2/-2. Tell the turn, create a. Oh yeah, that's great. That's real good. That's a hot suggestion. Or Startle. I think I want a couple of Bloodchief's Thirst. Oh yeah, we have the new -5/-5 card. What's the new -5/-5 card? Union. Nope, that's not what I was talking about. Exile 1 card from graveyard, create 2 cheap black zombie token with Decay. This might actually be good. I didn't know this card existed. This one might actually be good. This could be a Delver deck. Yeah. Let let's look for Oracle Decayed. What cards make decayed zombies? Any other ones in here we want? Mind Drop make a zombie? Jadar. Control no. Nah, I think this is worse. Like, remember, chat, every non-incident sorcery we put into my deck is it comes at a real cost. Bloodline Culling is the removal. Oh, thanks. This is 38. I think I want 24 lands. I could probably get away with 23. We've got a lot of cantrips. Memory Deluge. Ooh, Memory Deluge is... That card is kind of gas. And I'm playing Deadly Dispute instead of Village Rites. Yeah, we could just jam some spell lands and call it a day. That's probably what we want to do. I don't think I want actual factual counterspells in the main deck. I think like counterspells and things like Lolith are sideboard cards. I think I want to just like win with these in creature lands game one. How do you spell Igdom's Awakening? What is it? Someone spell it for it. It's A what? AGA. There we go. Definitely a 4 Awakening deck. Oh yeah, what's the new better unsummon? I definitely want new better unsummon in here. That's 1,000% I want a card I want to play. Fading Hope. Man, chat's been on point knowing what card names are. Bounce a card if it costs 3 or less, scry 1. So you can use these to bounce our creatures back to our hand in response to a removal spell. And with Sedgemoor Witch, they can like target it, pay the 3 life reward, and then you can bounce it beforehand. Yeah, it can save our token makers, and then it scries 1 for us. I like that a lot. Maybe Bloodline Culling's a sideboard card. Okay, so this is 22 lands at the moment, but that's probably fine, right? I've got Consider, and I've got Deadly Dispute, and Siphon. Siphon Insight technically lets us hit our lands as well. Startle draws a card also. This might be 1 land light, but the curve is pretty low, and we have a lot of cantrips. Yes, yeah. Siphon Insight can plays the cards you draw off your opponent's deck, so you can draw lands with it. That's a good question. Is op standard legal? I don't think it is, but I actually don't know offhand. Opt is not legal. Okay. For Shipwreck Marsh. For Clearwater Pathway. Oh, you know what could be right to do in here too, though? Talking about the land count, it could be right to cut 2 of these spells and play 2 copies of... What's the spell land that brings something back to play when it dies? It's a tapped land, but it's a way to save our threats. Malakir Rebirth. Yeah, I think we probably want some Malakir Rebirth. Probably over Rod and Reunion. That gets us to 24 lands, which sounds good. I don't think Jawari Disruption is playable, chat. You can't afford to play that many tapped lands in your aggro deck, your aggressive deck, and I don't think Jawari Disruption is better than any of the spells that we have. Yeah, this seems somewhat reasonable. So I need 10 more lands in the main. Do I want some creature lands in here? Probably. What if we just play all black utility lands? What's the... Hive of the Eye Tyrant. And like 6 islands. Yeah, Hive is definitely better than the Giant in the aggressive creature deck. So this is 6, 8. This is only 14 blue. It's only 14 blue. I think you would have to cut lands. I think you would have to cut spells for hostile. Hey, thanks for 27 months, Weebos. We actually already have a donation for zombies in Historic that we're going to build today. And thanks for the 3/4 of a year, Raisukum. So I have 8, or I have 6 extra black duels. So I think I want, let's get to 15 blues. So we'll go to 7 on here and 3 hives. We could split Eggdoms with the blue Bolt Land. The blue Bolt Land is just so bad as far as the spell goes. And I don't really want to play a 3-mana unsummon Toxic. Alright, I want some Luliths in the sideboard. What are the best counter spells in Standard? Negate's still legal, right? We probably want some Negates post board. I don't know that Saw It Coming is really a very good sideboard counterspell. Is Disdainful Stroke legal? Is Umbral Juke better than Soul Shatter? Probably not. There are not playable cards that set up Delver. There are unplayable cards that I'm probably going to have to make commands about for people, explaining why they're unplayable, but why would I want to play Test of Talents, chap? Stop suggesting bad cards, chat. This deck looks great. And by great, I mean it's everything I want to do in life, so I'm sure it's terrible, but we can leave some games with it next week. All right. Bazzipples. Thank you for the 15 months. Welcome back. All right, next. How many mythics? Wait, counting how many mythics are in our deck? Is this some kind of peasant joke that I'm too rich to understand? All right, green, black, self-mill. What self-mill payoffs exist in this set? What are the self-mill payoffs? Let's just sort these by color real quick and scroll. Well, that's weird. Only does 60 per page on these. Can I adjust that? No. Well, Ren in 7 is a great self-mill card, right? It's +1, enables you nicely, and it's also just a playable card on its own. Ghoul Color Harvest, where X is half the number of creature cards in your graveyard rounded up. So if Ghoul Color's Harvest is going to be our payoff, We need the bulk of our deck to be creatures then at that point, right? Death Bonnet. Oh yeah, this one's great. Sticky Fingers does only mill creatures, but it's also just not a very good card. I guess it gets bigger based on how much you've milled, huh? Yeah, I've got 4 Ren and 7. That card Ren and 7 is also just a good enabler. Egon could be good. Yeah, the thing on the back is a his backside is an enabler, right? Ooh, Skyclave Shade's a good one. It's a creature that pays us off for putting things in the bin. Love it. Let's put a couple of stick fingers in. I don't know if that's a 4 of. We could start there. Oh yeah, what's the zombie dragon called? What's the name of the zombie dragon, chat? Ebon Death. There we go. So on the cast out of the bin. Lollyager, thanks for the half year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Are there any other decent creatures that pay us off for ditching things into the bin? Probably just want some Infernal Grasps. It's a good card. Is Mire Triton still legal? That was a Theros card, right? It's not. Yeah. Okay. I would like to applaud chat, by the way. We made it 32 minutes and 50 seconds into this deck building session before someone suggested a card that was rotating. So, small applause to you, Hoglandia. That's far above average. All right, I think I just want some other good Magic the Gathering cards, right? What are just like some other good creatures? No, I want creatures for what cares about creatures? Stick Fingers cares about creatures. Ghoul Harvest cares about creatures. I feel like I just want like the rest of these to mostly be creatures. I have like eight slots left. I want 8 creatures. What are like good 1 and 2 mana things? We just play Pack Leader. Yeah, Pack Leader's a good one. Play more good cards, chat. You want to play like that's not the card I want. What's it actually called, chat? What's it actually called? Werewolf Pack Leader. Yeah, that sounds right. Muggle, thanks for the prime. Welcome to the channel. Ooh, Tangled Florahedron is a great suggestion. Oh yeah, should we just like play what's the landfall creature land idiot? Mammoth, yeah. I have to type in the name of it. What's the beginning of Mammoth? Kazandu, yep. Sounds great. Okay, cool. Yeah, that sounds great. Our curve looks like not completely embarrassing. We've got 28 creatures in here. The new one drop tree folk care about the graveyard. Willow Geist is like, okay, I don't know how often we're gonna have things leaving the graveyard. Ren and 7 does not put modal double face lands into play. Your modal double face lands are not lands on the front side. So they're a little bit worse with Ren and 7, but Ren and 7's good enough even if its +1's not hitting all the time. Is Drana good as a payoff? I don't know what that card does. So I'm gonna guess no, but oh no. No, this card's not playable. You want the flashback reanimator card? Do I have good creatures to reanimate? The answer is no, right? All right, we've hit the point where I'm gonna put lands in the deck and we're gonna call it a day. We've hit the people are suggesting unplayable cards portion of this deck, so. Oh, there is a gelatinous cube. Gelatinous cube's a decent shout. Look at that, we got one more playable out of it. Maybe that's better than Infernal Grasp. We put Infernal Grasp in the board. I'm down for that. Gets our creature card higher. All right, and then 4 green black pathway. Necro Blossom Snarl. We've got 9 more lands. Which honestly should probably be mostly swamps. Because I've got a bunch of green modal lands and I've got Lair of the Hydra. The Snarl's worth it with so few basics. I mean, your alternative is playing always tapped lands. So yes, having sometimes untapped lands is better than having always tapped lands. They're better. They are better than literal guild gates. Will they frequently be tapped? Yes, they will frequently be tapped. This is 29 lands technically with the modal cards. This is another deck that probably wants some Lilith in the sideboard. When you want to get a little bit grindy against control decks. Check for traps is probably great. Augur of Autumn could be okay. Honestly, Augur of Autumn might be a card we want in the main deck. We'll start in the sideboard at least, though. Is check for traps better than duress? Yeah, I think so. A lot of the control decks are gonna have various creature threats you want to get rid of. What's it called? I expect the Desert Doom and Goldspan Dragon to both be very popular common cards. It could be that you want more than 4 discard spells. Is a very real possibility. Are there any 1 mana black removal spells playable in this format? What are our black 1 CMC removal spells post rotation? Bloodchief. Thirst is the only option. We have what's the target creature gets -4/-1 or -4/-4 if it's white? Ray of Enfeeblement. Yeah, I think that one. I think that one's probably gonna be playable. And again, if you're just joining us and you want to take a peek at these deck lists after the fact, you can check out the stream queue in on my website here. I am filling in these deck lists as we go. All right, Cathar Commando Flash. The person that submitted this said they would submit something else if we didn't think this was workable. So let's take a look here and see what this has for it. So advanced search, text, flash, legal in future standard. What flash creatures exist? Sorted by rarity. Are there enough flash Dorkos to build a flash deck? Oh yeah, it's showing us flashback stuff too. Dragon Turtle is probably playable. Glorious Protector's not strictly unplayable. Sigarda's fine. I can get rid of flashback with this. Look at that. Perfect. Thank you for the text. Guardian of Faith is fine. Spectral Adversary is fine. Loyal Griff's not terrible. I think I'm gonna stew on this one and come back. Yeah, there might not quite be a deep enough card pool here for this one. Yeah, this is a 3/1 with flash for one, and that has some upside utility, but the rest of the supporting cast here, we might have to wait a set or two to build a bad flash deck. Yeah, let me know if you think of something else, Limpton. Let's skip over this one for now. Teamer Ramp. Okay, so this was a update request for a list that was previously being played. Oh, this was a regular standard deck even, right? Because there's Ugins and Genesis Ultimatums in here. So we had played a standard 22 playlist. Oh, I hit it. Playlist. Standard 22. Oh, and look, Teamer Ramp was literally the last deck we had played. The more you know. All right, so let's grab this to start. So obviously this will be a best of 3. This will be a best of 3 deck. This is MTG Goldfish, and then the site I am doing card lookups on over here is Scryfall. MTG Goldfish looks a little bit different than you're used to because I am using Dark Reader because MTG Goldfish doesn't have a native dark mode last I checked. And it's 2021. I'm not looking at a bright white website. It's just shit web design. Yes, Renin 7 is an excellent addition for sure. What other what other new cards potentially fit really well into our ramp shell other than Ren and Seven? Oh, there's the new Gruul Haro is pretty good. We've got better mana from the dual lands. That's a good call. So we get Rockfell Vale. Is Augur of Autumn super good here? I guess you will hit different payoffs. Oh yeah, the new Huntmaster sounds like a decent payoff. Huntmaster gives you different powers for this too. Do we just give up the learn cards at this point? So that way we could just play the new Haro. So we can give up Divide by Zero and Field Trip, and then we don't have to dedicate sideboard slots to them. What's the new ramp spell called? Dire Strain? Yeah, that's the one. So you destroy an artifact, enchantment, or land. If a land's destroyed this way, they get 2 basics out of their deck. And then it flashes back to ramp you again. We want Root Coil Creeper. I don't know what that card does. Color, spend the way to flashback. No, I don't think we're gonna have a bunch of flashback cards. I definitely want comas in my 75. I think I want to move off of Battle of Frost and Fire in the main deck. Just have more creatures that play to the board. Oh, maybe having a sweeper is just important. Is Magma Opus the thing we want to move off of? I feel like Epiphany is a pretty messed up card. I feel like I'd be silly not to play a bunch of Epiphanies. We could trim some lands here because we added Rockvale. Oh yeah, what's the new modal lightning strike called? That's a great shout over Dragonfire. We didn't have a better option last time. Sure. No, not Moonranger Slash. The modal one, the one that lets you it deals 3 for 2, or it lets you discard 2, draw 2. No, not Lightning Bark chat. There's a 2 mana one, Cathartic Pyre. The one I want. Yeah, so Cathartic Pyre is what I want. Deal 3 to a creature or planeswalker, or you could discard 2 to draw 2. Yeah, that one's great. We think the Devil card better than Battle of Frost and Fire? The devil card is nice because like when we don't need a sweeper, it gets to do something else, which is nice, even if it's just a couple of tokens. I'm gonna put the comas in the sideboard to start. Is it burn down the house? Burn down the house, yeah. That one is double red though, right? It also does an extra damage though too, which is not irrelevant in some spots. Like a snarl, and then two pathways. Four lands. So this is 63 cards in the main deck, so I do need to trim something here based on the spells that we've added. For the people in chat, if you're going to suggest mana-based changes, don't just ask me a question mark. Make a statement and do some math to back up what you're saying. Say, Jeff, the math says this is not good enough. And then show your work. For example, there's one person in chat suggesting we don't have enough red mana, and then there's the other person in chat saying why is Prosperous Innkeeper here? If you two put your heads together, you would answer each other's questions. For example. Yeah, maybe Magma Opus goes at the top end with these other payoffs that we have here now. We just like cut the opuses and put a fourth Huntmaster in. This isn't legendary. We could play a bunch of them. This card probably wins when it sits in play. I mean, Epiphany is really good with anything that builds a board, chat. So that is the answer. SWAT. How many red sources do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 red. We don't have double red. We have double red at 5, and we have Dire Strain that can search for it. Maybe we want like -1 island, +1 mountain. We do need enough. We do need to make sure we have enough basics to be searching up with both Dire Strain Rampage and Quadric Cultivator, though. Otherwise, our ramp's not particularly useful. Seems like an okay place to start. Can flush out a sideboard real quick. Some mix of negates and disdainful strokes. Some amount of burning hands. We cut the snarls for basics. I have 7 basics. 8 basics. 8 basics is plenty. So Rampage is bad Haro that doubles as utility. I mean, like, it's only bad Haro in that it's only bad Haro in that it's not an instant. Yes, yeah, Thursday is the set release. Oh, Haro got them untapped. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, you don't have to sacrifice the land in advance with the what's it called? Haro's very bad into counter spells. Look at this adult deck chat. We have all four ofs here. I like it. Yes, Rampage also has flashback. Bant, Snow, Vorn clicks. All right. Enduring Angel. I don't know what that card does, so I'm going to say no. It doesn't look like it. We're going to update Abzan Witch. If it's not on the list here, I'm not planning to build it today. You have more than enough decks here to get us through the first 2 days of stream. As Enduring Angel do. Oh, is that the you can't die? This card's not playable. This isn't a playable card. This is not a constructed card yet. What are we doing? Bant Snow. Horn collects Monstrous Raider, along with some Planeswalker friends. What's the Snow tutor card called? The three mana white one that lets you get a legendary or they never have the goal to duplicate our 5 mana nothing. Search for glory. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Well, obviously, Legal Future didn't do what I wanted it to do. Is it Future Standard? Oh, did I misspelled Future? Yeah, that'll do it. Listen, chat, the computer should know what I meant to type in now. Okay, what other planeswalkers are there in this format? Less than or equal to blue, white, green. Man, most of these planeswalkers do. None of these planeswalkers have very good ultimates, huh? They all just kind of suck in terms of their ultimate. Yeah, Grandmaster could be a creature right away. Okay, so I guess we just like pick out a couple of okay planeswalkers past Teferi. Probably like we could do like this, and this maybe. It's the back half of Roy. It's not very good. So can we play something like this and still have enough room to not die? What are our not dying cards that flesh out the bottom of this? Like likely no. Wow, way to be a downer, Walker. Doomscar could be okay. Are there what are our 2 mana white removal spells with this format? John Charlie, thanks for the year and a half. Stop suggesting four mana plays, chat. This is why Twitch chat hates aggro, okay? Because I ask them how could we play cards that help us not die, and I get like 8 4-mana cards suggested to me. The 4-mana cards are not gonna help you not die, chat. I'm talking like 1, 2, 3-mana cards that play to the board. Tangled Florahedron is a good suggestion. The new Deccan Stone might be okay. I'm gonna cut Grandmaster Flowers. Doesn't seem very good here. Portable Hole is a great suggestion. Portable Hole is a lovely we don't die suggestion. What's the new? Is Fateful Absence? Fateful Absence is the new Deccan Stone, right? Yeah, a couple of those sound great. What's the new Oh, I'm blanking on the name. What's the new timely reinforcements called? Glass Casket is rotating unless it got reprinted. Yeah, there's a mini timely reinforcements for 2 mana. Yeah, it gives HP, makes a token, and draws a card. Come on, Twitch chat, I believe in you. Find the name of it. Sunset Revelry. There we go. There we go. Gain 4 life if they have more life than you. Make 2 tokens or draw a card if they have more cards than you. That sounds great. Okay, and then we just like fill in 23 lands. Honestly, I don't even know that we go snow themed. I think we just like play maybe 4 Search for Glory is too many. We just like play some Search for Glory to like tutor up our various utility dorkos. The fact that Teferi's +1 is technically ramp kind of makes me want to play a couple more 6s in this deck. What if we play a couple of the Huntmaster again? I think Huntmaster is going to be great. Pack Leader, whatever it's called. Oh, Pack Leader's the backside. Glittering Frost is okay. 3 mana is just so much for that effect. Yeah, like I like Wolf Titan a lot. I think it's kind of great. All right, and then 23 lands would put us to 27 with Florahedron. What do we think of this, Beansy? Think I'm into it. Farmland, 12 pathways. Branch loft pathway. You can find all the decks we've done so far, as well as decks we still need to do, by checking the stream queue on my website. All right, and then we hedged aggro pretty hard game one, so I probably want to hedge control fairly hard out of the sideboard. Land on lands? Now we have four modal cards too, so we have 20, 27 altogether. Set releases on Thursday, chat. 2 days. What are good anti-control cards in Bant? We can play some Cathar Commando as a disenchant / beatdown. I like that idea. I have four Wrens in the main deck. Avalanche Hermit. Oh yeah, this card fucks. It's so good. It's so good, chat. Yeah, bringing in Commando and Malevolent Hermit. And I probably want like a couple of extra anti-aggro cards in the sideboard, maybe. Do I really though? Like we're kind of just like pre-boarded for aggro, huh? Hermit is very, very good. I expect this card to see a good bit of historic play too, especially since it like gets it off Galactic Company. All right, blue red giants. I had an ask for an update on that. Were there any giants? Sure, the basics should be snow. Remind me to do that when we import it on Thursday. Actual factual 0 new giants. Is that true? Wow, chat. Way to lie to me. There's very clearly the Morkrut Behemoth right here. Chat just casting all these types of lies and self-doubt. Look at this incredibly playable giant, chat. Big Zombo. All right, I'm gonna put this one down the list. Well, we'll work on this one for the week after. If there aren't really any MID cards, that one will get put on the back burner. I want to focus on things that have a lot of new cards in them, so we can take a peek back at this and see how it feels after the fact. But there aren't really new things to build with it. Oh, I have a Delver build around. So blue-black tokens was Delver tokens. Is there a different direction? Is there a different direction we could build Delver in other than blue-black? What's a good secondary color for Delver in Standard? Is it blue-red? Oh, the egg thing. Yeah, we got thing in the egg. What's thing in the egg called? Thing in the egg is gasoline. Smoldering egg. Love it. Yeah, Ashmouth. Smoldering egg slash Ashmouth dragon. The new Phoenix isn't very good, right? For consider, for expressive iteration. Demi Lich could be sweet. Maybe. I don't think I want to play Demi Lich in standard without Faithless looting. The blue white looting. Opt is no longer legal. Play with fire, Prismari command, Moonveil regen. I don't know what that one does. Oh yeah, that card's a banger. What are some other like bigger, more expensive instants and sorceries we can play that'll be good with Smoldering Egg? Because this needs 7 total converted mana cost. What are our flashback cards? Oh yeah, we got Memory Deluge is just total gasoline. Yeah, 4 Shatter Skull Smashing. I'm gonna spend a lot of time. I'm gonna spend a lot of time repeating this, chat, but just so we have it in here, Otherworldly Gaze is not a playable card, chat. Otherworldly Gaze is not a playable card. So I have room for one more instant or sorcery. Multiple choice. That's Scries, right? Only Scries 1. That's not very good. Light up the night. I mean, I guess this like lets you flip Smoldering on demand. Yeah, Cathartic Pyre could be okay. I don't know that the unsummon is actually good in this deck because like bouncing either of these means you have to reflip them, which is not great. Like it's worse than like bouncing Poppet or Witch in the other deck where you just like replay them and they're immediately good again. Is this playable? Yeah, we could just put a couple of counter spells in the 60. This does help us kill stuff. We have 4 play with fire and 4 Prismari command that just like kill anything with the +1 here. Electric Revelation. I can't decide if I want more filtering or if I feel like we probably have enough filtering. I think I want one more piece of interaction as our last thing here. Ooh, I like Spike Field Hazard. Oh, there is a modal counterspell. What's the... You find the villain's lair? I don't hate villain's lair. What do we think of that? It's a counterspell that we can play proactively to flip Smoldering Egg. We have Archmage's Charm at home. Yeah, exactly that. I think I like that one. And then I think I like Spike Field Hazard. And then I think I want Den of the Bugbear. And then we want some pathways for River Glide pathway, and then 4 snarls. You want to just play blue Boltland for more Delver flips? That seems aggressive. This is only 14 blue. I've already got Shatterskull and Spikefield in here. Honestly, with Shatterskull and Spikefield, maybe I do just play Hall of the Storm Giants, even though it's the worst. We could just play blue Boltlands over... Yeah, maybe we don't need 4 Spikefield Hazard. Oh, I don't hate Solemnity Vision. I don't know, more untapped lands has a lot of value in it too, though. What's the blue bolt land called? Thanks for the follow, Sody. Seagate Restoration. I just don't want tapped lands. So people that are suggesting like spells that are tapped lands, I think you'd have to cut a different spell for them. I can't cut lands for them realistically. And I don't think your tapped land suggestions are better than other cards we're already playing. All right. Yeah, I mean we have 32 things that flip Delver, right? I said we wanted you want to try and get towards 30. So at a minimum we'll be able to do that. I am excited to play this deck and never flip a Delver. Thanks for the tier 2 of the 25 months, EV Reaper. Welcome back. What are some other sideboard cards we could play? Burning Hand, Stroke, Negate. What's an extra threat we could play in the sideboard? Oh, Rowan's probably good in here. Oh, the Hermit. What's the Hermit called? Someone tell me what's the Hermit's name again. Yep, that should just be Malevolent Hermit. Yep. Put him in actual everything, chip. All right, that's good enough for now. Yeah, Hermit's gonna be a blue staple in basically every format. It's very very good. Hey Tom, thank you for the 65 months and for the tier 2. One of the OGs. Welcome back. Arlen mid-range. I could also splash. I've been given permission to splash a third color if we want a third color. All right, 4 Arlen's the pack soap. What else are we doing from here? So we're not going to be, so we already have a build that's all in on the werewolf plan. But I think we still want, what's it called? Reckless Stormseeker. Is that the one that makes things haste? Yes. Okay. So what's the rampy wolf? I want 4 tangled florahedron, and I want 4 of the 2-drop that ramps. Oh yeah, this is probably I like that idea. I like just being a Jasper Sentinel Magda. Guessing naturalist. Yeah. Yep, yeah, they'll all be up on the website, Trench, and the deck building segment itself will go up on YouTube as well. Does this deck want Goldspan? I think I'd rather have just like 4 Huntmaster than Goldspan. Imagine you like play Pack Leader down and it's nighttime and you like give it haste with Stormseeker and just like crunch them. That sounds great. Now I don't know that we need another color, right? I mean, this is a deck, right? This is 36. I think I'm into it. This is like the non-werewolf focus build of green red. Yeah, lightning bark could be okay. I don't know. I kind of just want to like ramp and kill people. I did the wrong side. Keep doing that. I know this is 36 cards. So like if I want to play something else, I have to cut a spell. And I don't know that I'm into cutting a spells. The legendary 3-drop. I don't have a legendary 3-drop. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna start like this. I think it's gonna start like this. I'm not sure we need to be interactive. I think we just run people down. Yeah, we could just play 4 Shadow Skull in the mana base. I don't hate that. Interaction is for the weak, just crunch. Yeah, basically. This has just a lot of individually good cards, some ramp to get to them ahead of curve, things that generate value. For people coming in late, if you are looking for deck lists that we have already built, they are up on the website. Click Stream Queue. All right, Black White Angels. This is probably one I want to cheat off of Past Jeff on, huh? Playlists. Fast Jeff started here. Let's take a peek at. We've built multiple decks with Ren and 7 at this point. So it's probably just Forgotten Angel over some of our other more expensive 5s. We can probably reposition some of the removal that this deck was playing, because we were playing more flexible removal explicitly because Fateful Absence is the new deck in Stone, right? Yeah, that card's great. We'll play a couple of those. We were playing extra flexible removal because this was a best of 1 deck. Yeah, there wasn't. Well, there was a sideboard, but it was like all Professor of Symbology stuff, so it's not particularly useful here in best of 3 that we were building for. Oh yeah, the murder deal 2 to us sounds kind of great. I think I still like Legion Angel, even though it takes up sideboard slots. Yeah, I think the Professor is probably not good enough. What is the modal sweeper? And I don't know what these cards do any more than you do, chat. Gotta talk to me. That's not a sweeper. It just gets rid of tokens. That's not like the furthest thing from a sweeper possible, chat. It sweeps one specific type of thing. It's like closer to a Bile Blight than a sweeper. Yeah, we actually have 2 different Growl Arlands Kinniks. What's the... Is it Loyal Warhound? The one that ramps us when we're on the draw? Is that it? Yeah, this gets us to... We play this on our turn 3, and it gets us to our 5s ahead of curve. And then what's the new murder called? Meat Hook Massacre is not a particularly great card either, I don't think. Infernal Grasp. Honestly, it could be right to even play more of this card. Whenever another non-token creature girl dies, return it to its hand. Creature opponent controls dies, and exile it instead. Feels like a fairly strong effect on a decent body. I guess we don't have that many other angels to pair with it though. Because like we have like these other tokens as our top end here. Arc Veteran. I don't really know that we're a deck that wants to play Soul Sisters yet. Like a Soul Sister is like this very weak synergy card. And like this is like a mid-range deck that's playing like individually good cards for the most part. Like we're not like I know we're playing Righteous Valkyrie because it has synergies with our angels, but like we're not all in on trying to make this card be ideal, right? Like you look at what our deck is doing, and we've got a pretty big range of stuff. Yeah, I like Skyclave Shade as a sideboard card. Or check for traps, for Skyclave Shade. And then probably some anti-aggro cards in here. What's the new timely reinforcements called again? A couple of those seem pretty reasonable. Oh, Portable Hull's a good one. Sunset Revelry. Hey, Cleaneth, thanks for the Prime support. There's a ton of great people you can support every month here at that on Twitch. Thanks for sending it this way this month. Oops, if I spell things right. Yeah, Skyclave Apparition could be okay. I don't know. I don't know that I consider Skyclave Apparition really like an anti-aggro card though. I guess maybe we could fit some Skyclaves into the main deck over some of these other removal spells. It's a little bit proactive. It does work very well with Forgotten Archangel. Maybe we like cut a Vanishing Verse and the 2 Infernals because they hurt us. Correctly. Obscene Sanity, thanks for the 40 months. Welcome back. I don't hate that idea. Let's start there, and we can massage as we go. Remember, all of these are just starting points. We're going to be playing all of these on stream between Thursday and Friday, and we'll massage them a little bit as we go, making changes between our matches as we always do. All right, and we have I'm going to add Delver here as well. So I want to build blue-red Delver, and I want to build zombies for historic before we call it a day. So decks, great deck. There was, and you remember one of the SCG tournaments had zombies. Had zombies do okay in it, right? Damn it, Windows. Blue green Delver. No idea. It doesn't sound particularly exciting. Generally speaking, magic cards are too powerful these days in order to they're too powerful in order to have things like not having actual answers to things. All right, I found the zombie list from SCG. Never do more work than you have to, chat. When other people have done some work before you, always build on top of what they've started. So this build of zombies is interesting because it's kind of more all in on Liliana's mastery, which is an interesting take to be. So it's got like a bunch of Phyrexian towers to ramp up into this ahead of time. Which is definitely one way to do it. The Phyrexian towers also let you cash things in with Undead Augur to draw extra cards. Yeah, we could go for something that's just more Lord focused as opposed to Liliana's mastering. So what are let's take a peekaboo at all of our new zombies here to start. So Blade Stitch Scab is pretty reasonable. Champion of the Perished is obviously great. I don't know that Tainted Adversary is necessarily good. It's probably just Champion of the Perished and Blade Stitch Scab, huh? Kind of like Siege Zombie. Tap 3 untapped creatures you control. Each opponent loses 1 life. That does not seem very good, Precipic. Zombie Ophidian. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Ghoulish Procession. Also can't tell you the text off of that one offhand. For non-tokens, dies, create a zombie, only triggers 1 each turn. No, this doesn't seem very good. Anything you do with Bard class? I have no idea. Boniomancer. Twitch chat. Let me copy. Uh, Jadar. Um, this is. I don't even know that this is good, right? Death Baron legal? It is historically legal. Yeah, maybe let's just go for the pile of lords, huh? So I want Crypt Breaker. Let's not do the Phyrexian Tower. Basically. So let's do 4 Death Baron, and then 4. Oh, Champion of the Perished, and then 4 Blade Stitched Scub. Let's let the auto. And I guess we can get rid of Shambling Ghast. Tainted Adversary. I don't know what that does. Oh, I don't know if the stat line on this is good enough. Well, Gutter Bones and the other 2 1-for-1. Oh, Dread Wanderer is Dread Wanderer is a zombie. That's legal, right? Wait, is that one legal? This one, we have this one? Is this one on Arena? It is, right? Yeah. Am I off of Diagraph Colossus if I'd rather just be on more Lords? I think Dark Salvation's probably enough removal spells. I don't need Murderous Rider in the main, I don't think. Murderous Rider is zombie, so is Dark Salvation. You haven't played with this card before? Jesus, this is only 8 3s. So you have a pretty decent curve. This is 12 1-drops, 12 2-drops, 8 3s. Well, we can't play Snow Chat. I have a blue card in here. I know it's a little hard to see the casting cost with my overlay, but we're gonna need blue dual lands here. So we definitely want Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Do I not have room for Thoughtseize in the main deck? Because this is 40 cards. Maybe there is only room for a couple of Thoughtseizes. Seems fine. Ballmire Knight's not really a playable card. It's really weak. Like we want to just curve out and like play Lords. We basically like think how Merfolk plays only zombies. Chat. That's what we're going for here. Is like think of how the Merfolk deck plays. We want to put a bunch of zombies into play and then play Lords. The people saying the half Lord's not worth it. Like I think we splashed the blue lands relatively easily, right? Would we rather splash Collected Company? Is a question. Would we rather have Collected Company than Scob? Reaver is insane. Reaver lets you activate Crypt Breaker on turn 2, and it makes Champion of the Parish to 3/3. Lazotep Reaver is very good. Yeah, Company's probably the better splash. Although, honestly, looking back at the list from the SCG, is Collected Company actually better than just playing Liliana's Mastery? Because Liliana's Mastery is only 1 more mana, and it's an Anthem it's an anthem that gives you 2 bodies guaranteed, so it's kind of like a collected company that never misses. It like always gives you a lord and 2 bodies for it. That honestly might just be better. Yeah, Tainted Adversary gives you 2 temporary zombies. Yeah, I think I prefer. So let's just start with that. It's closer to the list that did well at the SCG tournament, and that list did well for a reason. Stop it! Why the fuck would we play Cabal Stronghold, chat? What are we ramping to? Why would we play Cabal Stronghold? Like, our deck curves out at tippy top at 5. Cabal Stronghold, like, ramps you piles of mana for really expensive things. Are big Dark Salvations worth not casting my 1-drops on 1? Probably not. All right. So 2 Eggdoms, 16 Swamps. Call it a day. We need blue mana? No, I just cut the blue card. We just got done talking about that. Some relics, a couple of duresses. Yeah, I like the idea of rotting register on the side. Some murderous rider. Play some crippling fear. To the people that keep asking me why I'm not putting a colorless land in my deck that has 12 black 1-drops, stop it. Get some help. Chat both hates casting their spells on time and loves complaining that they can't cast their spells on time. I call it the Reddit paradox. You want to net debt Phoenix? I don't know. I don't know that just shoving Delver into Phoenix is what I want to do. Is that all we want to do? I figured I just wanted to play like, I feel like I wanted to play like Delver, Darcy, like Delver, Dragon's Rage Chandler, and like Sprite Dragon. I don't think we want to play like Delver. Delver's not like a faithless looting deck, right? Like we want to be like expressive iteration, and we can play like 4 consider and like 4 opt. I don't think I want to play Thing in the Egg. Yeah, definitely 4 memory lapse. 4 shatter skull smashing. Yeah, Pillar of Flame because it's a sorcery sounds great. I actually don't think discard spells are very good against the control decks in this format, Precipic, because they just like have expressive iteration and other powerful things like that that let them have really good card selection. Yeah, do we want to cheat like an artifact into here? It could be worth playing an artifact. Yeah, would I rather be Beaumont or would I rather be like main deck Soul Guide Lantern? I don't know. Beaumont's like really bad into every creature deck in the format. Like there's like I know that there's control decks, but like it's really bad into the creature decks. Yeah, I'm just gonna put a couple of Soul Guide Lanterns in. That sounds super reasonable. Then I can put 18 lands in here. Plus 4 Shatter Skull Smashings is 22 total. I think Moonveil Region sounds like a good sideboard card. I think Shatter Skull Smashing is better than getting to play Wellspring. Some Breed in the sideboard. I like Moonveil Regent as another threat. Yeah, Malevolent Hermit sounds great. Honestly, Malevolent Hermit's probably better than Moonveil Regent just because of the card advantage aspect. Yeah, some Mystical Dispute. I have 8 1-mana removal spells in the main deck. I probably don't need that much more removal on the board. Some Braid. What other anti-aggro card do I want? Just a couple of Aether Gust. I guess I kind of want just more removal against like the white aggro decks, the human decks. We just play a couple of fries. Let's play a couple of fries. This is a historic deck, so we've got Great Mana, River Glide Pathway, Steam Vents. Yeah, I want Pillar of Flame because it's a sorcery, and I want more sorceries so I can enable Delirium more consistently. So if you look here, Pillar of Flame and Expressive Iteration and Shatter Skull Smashing are my only 3 sorceries. So the random exile effect on this is also nice, but the Delirium is good. Yeah, we could just play some Seagates to cheat that too. Not to really cast, but to cheat the Delver count. I'm into it. What's that? Is it Spire Bluff Canal? Like 2 island, 2 mountain? Actually, probably 3-1 because we have more red duels or red bolt lands. So this is 12, 15, 17, and then 13, 17. I could put a couple of creature lands in here, I suppose. Yeah, the graveyard hate aspect of Soul Guide Lantern is very good. Soul Guide Lantern's also a spell that you get to cast and then cantrip, which triggers your Dragon Rage Chandler Surveil, and it triggers Sprite Dragon. Yeah, I don't know that I have room for Stormwing Entity. I also like don't have. I guess I have these as proactives. I don't know. It's a 3-mana play. Three mana is a lot of mana, chat. Like it's not like it's clearing brainstorms for us anymore. I think 12 threats is fine. I guess I could play if we wanted to fit it in. We could play less ops. I guess. Like we have a decent number of instants. Stormwings don't flip Delvers. Well, yes, but also no, but also yes. I want to put 2 Stormwings in. I think we should try it. I'm gonna cut 2 ops for 2 Stormwings. We'll get by on 28 Delver flips. I think that's a good suggestion. Yeah, they're non-draw scries. I don't know that I want like 4 3-drops. Yeah, if you squint, it flips Delver is a great way to put it. All right, I'm into it. All right, sweet. Look at that. In almost exactly 2 hours, we've been building decks for 1 hour and 57 minutes. We built 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 standard decks and 2 historic decks. Lovely. All right, so I'm going to be done with Magic for today. I am taking tomorrow off of doing Magic the Gathering. We're going to be continuing my Batman playthrough this afternoon, and I'm going to be poking on at some point tomorrow morning or afternoon to finish up Batman before rotation happens. But Thursday at 10 a.m. Central, 8 PST, 11 Eastern, or whatever made-up time zone you're in outside of the United States, the rotation happens and set releases on Magic Arena. All day Thursday, we're going to do 1 historic deck and a bunch of standard. Friday, we're going to do 1 historic deck and a bunch of standard. And then Sunday is the Hoaglandia Open. So if you're interested in playing in our upcoming Open, you can check that out on MTG Melee, and I'm looking forward to playing a bunch of these things. Remember, if you want to take a peek at all of these decks that we built, if you weren't here while we were building them, you can check out the stream queue on my website, and there are links to all of the decks in there for these Gold Switch pages that we built. So, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff.